Hello and welcome to Love Revolution. I'm your host, Mia Saenz, and I'm really excited to bring you Sharon Otness. She is the lifestyle director of Bella Mia magazine, as well as a lifestyle coach. And so her expertise is all, and I'm going to let her share too, but her expertise is all about making your environment more pleasurable and amazing to you, whether that's essential oils, whether that's in decoration of your place, whether that's in food, and it does go all together in bringing an amazing beauty for our lifestyles. So I'd like to welcome Sharon. Welcome, Sharon.
Hey Mia, how are you?
I'm great, honey. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for that warm welcome.
Sure. And we also have little Max here, who's not quite so little, and he's Sharon's beautiful baby.
Oh.
And
Yes.
that's okay.
Say
That's okay.
hello real quick.
Hi, baby.
Hey Max.
Hi,
Okay.
Max.
That's
He's
the
so
way to be
cute.
good.
He's so cute. And as we always start out with every single show, pause if you need to get your notebook and your pen and your paper and your amazing drinks that you're going to have, whether it's coffee and tea or wine or that lavender lemonade, that recipe that we provided on the thank you page. So just get comfortable, hit pause or hit unpause when you're ready to start, and Sharon will begin her part here. So Sharon, share with us because you love what you do. I
really love what I do.
You really do.
I really do.
Yeah. Would you share with us all about the goodness of the combination? Because, and I'm so excited because what some people don't understand is there's such a connectedness to who we are with our environment. So I'll be quiet and let you talk.
Okay, it's very true. It's interesting because just very quickly, I'll tell you, I started out as an interior designer, in my 20s. And I was doing design for, now 25 or so years.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mid-40s, I hit a very life-changing set of events. And I had to change my lifestyle completely. And so I ended up just going through, many different facets of change. And by the time I came to LA 6 years ago from the Bay Area, which is where I'd been living, I went back to school. And I went back to school in the health and wellness field because I desperately needed it for myself. And I already could tell that I could really offer some things to other people as they'd been asking me, what was I doing? How was I changing? What was it, what was it all about? So I went back to school. I became a holistic health coach, certified in that. I've since, added other modalities. But I kind of was, and I was keeping things separate. I guess I should make that really clear. Like, okay, my design life over here, my health and wellness coaching over here. This was more scientific, all about food and wellness. This was more about design, creativity, etc. But I was really like separating them. And finally I realized that I was missing something. If I was going to just go one way or the other, I was going to miss parts of my life that were very dear to me. And so finally the light bulb went on, and I thought, wow, I can combine these things beautifully because, wellness is not just about food, although, how much I love creating and enjoying beautiful food. But wellness is about so much more. It's about our relationships, and it's about our environment. How do you feel when you walk in the door, when you come home? Do you have a place that you can, sit and meditate or just sit and enjoy? It shouldn't just be about show. It should be about, how do I feel? And so it should be very nurturing. And so I really decided that, this is more where my path is going, and I know it's creating change for people in a better way, as I can share a really more holistic approach.
I love that. Looking at your place behind you, it totally speaks. Yes. It so speaks to me, and it lets me realize that I personally need to be more upfront in my home life with my husband on exactly what I want. So in my sanctuary area, what yours reminds me of is very early, what's the right word? Early gosh, I'm not going to get the word right, but remember the drawing of the plants and the animals and the birds, very beautiful. It's a warmth that stirs some people deeply, and that color is amazing. And then I'd like to have another area of my everything white with white and gold Buddhas and Kuan Yin and things like that, and then and then have my beachy theme or whatever in another area of the house. So I think that it's really important to understand who we are.
Right, and being in tune to your feelings and your needs, because it's very interesting. The first thing I will ask a design client is, how do you want your space to feel? Very interesting. They usually can't answer me. They trip over, well, I want it to look current, or I want it to have a mid-century look. And, they can tell me like elements, but not the feeling part.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's getting it, more into here and feeling, what do you need? What do you need from your environment?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love that. I just... And they love it too. My office is sometimes loud. That's the fun. So I'm going to turn this over to you, and I'm just going to let you share all your stuff. You're going to talk about aromatherapy.
I am.
Specifically today. And also, there's so many different elements with aromatherapy. There's ones that are not as good as others. The quality, which is really important. We want food-grade aromatherapy, right?
Well, I know I do, because that's very important to me. So that's the only kind I will use, and hopefully I can enlighten people as to why that's important. And I'll be doing that in the class.
Awesome. Yeah. Because I don't think people realize that there's a difference. That's what and just like everything in life, people don't realize that there's some things that are better for you and that they're readily available to you. So This is exciting having you on. Okay. And also, everyone, I want you to check out Sharon's work in the Bella Mia magazine, because she does our Alluring, which is our beauty section. So she has a beautiful oatmeal scrub in there. She's had a foot scrub in the last one. I mean, some great stuff. She does the recipes, and also Sacred Space. And so that was designed specifically, that whole section was designed specifically for Sharon originally, and now other people are participants. So check her out. She's amazing.
Thank you, and I hope you check it out, just the full magazine, because Mia has done just a beautiful job curating it all. So
thank you, awesome. Okay, now we're going to go to the ending of it. Awesome. Okay, so we will have probably 9 minutes. So then you have 20, 25, whatever you want. Okay. Right. And if you want it on a little bit less of the side, that's okay. But just so you know. Okay. All right. Wow, wasn't that video awesome? That was really wonderful. Thank you so much, Sharon, for teaching this class.
Oh, you're so welcome, Mia. It's my pleasure. And again, it's just something that I love, and I love sharing it with as many people as possible.
Wonderful. And I know that your free gift also goes along with what you taught today. Would you like to share that?
Yes, I have an essential oil book that I would love to share with everyone, and it really covers a broad spectrum of essential oils, why you want to use the beautiful oils that I work with, and recipes for everything from some body care products to cleaning products, so kind of the full range. And I think you'll learn a lot from the book, and it's with my love.
It's also very aesthetically pleasing. It's a beautiful book to go through. It's lovely, yeah. And because I heard Max, I had a thought here.
Yes.
Do you also have information for people with pets? There's a big deal about fleas.
Yes.
Okay.
Lemongrass is one of the essential oils that is good to use around animals, on animals, and always with carrier oils, etc. But yes, there are many ways that you can use essential oils with pets. Cats, very, very carefully, and there's very few that cats can be around, so I will tell you that. Dogs, again, whole different beast, and so they're more forgiving, but there's many recipes that they can be used too. So if anybody has questions, you can contact me.
Awesome. The reason I brought up dogs, and I'm glad you brought up the cats, and that's why I'm saying this, is I used to have a pet store in Santa Monica on Wilshire and Euclid. It was in the 80s, and it was called Bishag Nasties. I bought into an existing pet store.
I did not know that.
It was amazing. But we were very careful because the flea treatments then and still today, as you said, are very unforgiving on cats. Cats are very sensitive, so when you do, and I'm sure Sharon will share this, I know she will, but say you're bathing your cat, make sure you put it in a conditioner or something that can, right, that would go within their body but can be rinsed off. I mean, go on their fur but would be rinsed off.
Right.
Something like that. So
Yes.
just be careful of your babies. And of course, organic, natural like this is far better than the other chemicals that are out there. So thank you. What would you like to leave us with one last thought?
Oh, I am going to leave you with this, and that is you have one body, and it's a beautiful one, and love it up.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you in another segment. Bye.
Hi, it's Sharon with Design Your Beautiful Life. And today I'm doing a class on aromatherapy. In particular, we're going to talk about everyday rituals that you can do just to enhance your life and make it more beautiful. So let's get started. First of all, let's start at the beginning. Make sure that you understand what an essential oil is. Now, an essential oil is not oily, okay? It's not like, if I say this, apricot oil, you can understand, or a jojoba oil, or a grapefruit seed oil, or whatever. Those are oily, right? They're an oil. Whereas an essential oil is actually a distillation. So when I put that on, it dissipates in my skin very quickly. It's not oily. So it's a distillation of plant material. It's usually from a seed, a leaf, a flower, the parts of the plant that are going to give the best therapeutic benefits. Now, aroma has just a direct relationship to our brain and our nervous system. It's the only sense we have that has a direct link to our brain. Our olfactory nerve, the smell, it's directly tapped into the limbic part of our brain, and that's what controls our feelings, our perceptions, our emotions, our learning, and our memory. So obviously very important to our well-being. Now let's just go over, there's really three main ways that aromatherapy can be of benefit to us, and that is by inhalation, topically, and internally. So we'll just go over them quickly one by one. So inhalation, there's several ways that you can breathe these oils in. One, the most simple way, and frankly the way I probably do it 9 times out of 10, to be honest, is I just directly inhale out the bottle. I might put it in the palm of my hand, rub it together, breathe in that way. Totally personal choice, depends on where you are and what you're trying to achieve, right? The other way is through a diffuser. Now I have a diffuser going right now. Can you see? There's a little waft of vapor coming through. So that diffuser uses some distilled water. You put a few drops of the oil in, and you can use either just a regular, single oil, or what we call a blend of oils, or make your own. So you can add a few drops of several different oils if you like, to create a special aroma that you're trying to achieve. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Then there's another very simple little type of warmer or diffuser, something like this. And you see in the back here, there's a room for a little candle. On top, you add some distilled water. You put a few drops of oil on, set the candle on, and it'll warm the water up, and the oils diffuse that way. This one is a little more old school. It's actually very beautiful, though. Just be careful, because you do have obviously a live flame. And it doesn't last as long. You will have to watch it, so once the water evaporates, you don't want the oil burning or getting a burning sensation. So just be aware of that. Now, so those are basically the three best ways to pretty much inhale the oils. Okay. The second way is topically. Now, I do topical oils all the time. Many ways to do that. Now, most oils you need what we call a carrier oil. There are a few oils that you can put on meat, we call them, so directly on your skin. A few oils like a lavender, perhaps, because that's very soothing, calming to your skin, frankincense. So just a few oils that I would say go ahead and put those on meat. But it never hurts, and it's mostly recommended to use a carrier oil. So again, I'll just an oil. So this one happens to be avocado, but it could be jojoba, or it could be a fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil is the oil, they have processed it so that it's always in liquid form, so it's very easy to use. It doesn't have the solids in it anymore. So always use something like that. So I can take a drop of, say, this oil. So it's not even open. Hold on. Let me actually show you this one because I just got it. It's so pretty. Love this bottle. This is a pomegranate seed oil, which is very beautiful for your skin. I'm going to pop a couple drops of that on my hand. I'm kind of into clary sage right now. Just for all things good and hormonal for women. So maybe there's something to be said for that, but use your intuition. So I'm just going to rub that, and then I can very beautifully smooth that onto my skin. So topically is a very good way to use the oils. And oftentimes we do them on the bottom of our feet, and I'll explain that in a moment too. And then of course there's internally. Now, only use really pure oils to do this. If you look at the back of a essential oil bottle and it says a supplement fat, supplement means it's probably pure enough that you can actually take a drop of it internally. Now, this is a very personal choice. There's tons of information out there, pluses and minuses for it. I just say do your research, do what's comfortable to you, and only do what you feel is best. It's totally fine. Topically is fine too, because once you put something on your skin, it goes into your body anyway. So, whatever delivery system basically you want to use, it's all good. But internally, I might take, for instance, a drop of the lemon essential oil, put it in my water. I drink that in the morning with a little raw apple cider vinegar. That's my morning elixir. Okay. Things like an oregano oil, which is a hot oil. Oftentimes people will suggest that to boost your immune system when you're sick, and you can put that in a little veggie cap and take it down that way. That's a very hot oil. You do not ever want to put that on your skin without carrier oil, and even at that, be very careful. But I also cook with my essential oils, so I do need to use oils that are of the quality that I can do that in. So I'll add like a drop of lime, say, in my cilantro, in my guacamole. Amazing. But today we're talking more about your body. So those are the basic ways that you're going to use the oils. So I'm just going to take you through kind of my own day to give you examples of how you can do just some beautiful rituals for your own well-being. And I don't know, something about doing rituals I think females have been doing forever. Just creating those beautiful ways of treating our bodies so that we feel special, we feel important, we feel loved. So first off is grounding. I start off with what is called a grounding blend every morning. And so, good grounding oils are those that have a little more earthy smell, perhaps. So I do use one, and I put this on the bottoms of my feet every day. And now you might think, well, why are you putting it on the bottom of your feet? The bottoms of your feet have bigger pores, so it actually goes in and delivers that oil where it needs to go a lot faster. So this just gives me that really feeling of well-being. It makes me feel very centered for the day, and I don't like to start my day without it. It also, this one, happens to smell really delightful, so sometimes I'll also put it a little bit on my wrist, or like I'm doing right now, I'll just inhale it in to kind of enhance the process. It just makes me feel good, and I kind of just let myself be for a second. Really like settle it in, and again, really ground myself for the day. It gives me a really solid foundation. Just feels good to start my day that way. Then for just breathing in all of the good therapeutic benefits, and breathing in to enhance the mood, the feeling that you want and need for the day. Now, in this diffuser right now, I happen to have, I'm sorry, I should have put this one. But I have an actual focus blend that I wanted to have for myself as I'm giving this class to you, so that I stay more lively, I stay on target, I stay focused. But in the morning, maybe you'll want something like a wild orange or a lemon or a peppermint or a blend of a couple of those oils, just to give yourself a nice boost, make you feel good, make you feel energetic, make you feel happy, joyful. Okay, those are all the feelings that essential oils can evoke if you're using the right ones. And honestly, this is not something that only one will do or only one way works. And that's one of the beauties of it. It's so personal, it's so forgiving, and it's so it has so many varieties of ways that you can do them. So don't get caught up in, oh my gosh, if it's, I want to be uplifted, I have to use orange. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that way. You use what works for you. So you might just start by breathing in some beautiful oils for the day. Again, I could just as easily do it out of the bottle, and many times I do if I didn't want to start the diffuser for the day because I'm off and running. Okay, so you determine that. Some of them do work on a timer, so you can do it that way. But just to breathe in and just kind of get your body started in a good, positive way. I also do a little ritual that is sort of a yoga and affirmation ritual in the morning. That also gets me focused, it gets me centered in my body, and it gets me a little movement. And I kind of just do that as I'm getting my water boiling for my tea, etc. So I don't even have to really think about it, I just do it. And it's something that I started it a couple years ago, and it makes me feel so good. So I encourage you to do something like that as well. Then as far as our rituals, bathing, obviously we're going to have to wash our bodies in some way. So you can do a beautiful detox bath. Now, if you're into baths, and whether you do this in the morning or maybe you save this and do it in the evening, this one is a detox blend. And I usually just take like a cup of Epsom salts and then add maybe up to 5-6 oils, or drops of oils, I should say, into the Epsom salts. Stir it really well, and this way then you can take a scoop or two of these and put it in your bath water, and it blends in really well. That way you don't have drops of oil floating on the top of the water. I always err on the side of let's be careful. These oils are extremely powerful. So you don't want to, if you feel like you might be sensitive to them or something, you don't want them just floating on the top of the water. So this helps get them blended into something else, bind into something that then distributes to the body. And that just brings me to another reminder, is always take a little bit of an oil. If you haven't used it before, just test it on your skin so that you know it's okay for you to use, okay? Better that than to slather it all over and then find out, oops. Generally, there's no problem, but every so often, somebody gets sensitive, so there you go. So this could be, this could be some wonderful, more citrusy, uplifting oils in the morning. If you have a cold or something, you might want to put something like eucalyptus cactus in it. At nighttime, maybe this is lavender, okay, so that it's very calming and soothing. So depending on what you're doing for the day. Or you can just as easily take some oils and put them in your body wash. So you have just kind of a basic plain body wash. I use a lot of Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I'll use that, and I make my own hand soaps, body wash, etc. with a little bit of the Dr. Bronner's. I can add my own oil, and I add some distilled water, and it's amazing. It's inexpensive, I gotta tell you, it really goes a long way. So that brings us through. We've cleaned our bodies. Now let's go for beautifying. Isn't that one of our favorite points of the day? To really just make ourselves look and feel special. So I make my own serum for my face. Here's a little bottle of it. This goes a long way. And I blend about 3 different oils in this. And then when I say oils, I'm talking now some good, nutritious, good for my skin carrier oils. And then I add about 3 different essential oils that are really good for my skin. And I will tell you a few that are especially good for your skin. Again, are lavender, frankincense. I love geranium for my skin. Rose is beautiful, but it's very expensive. Geranium works well for me, and frankly, I love the spiciness of it. So there's some tips for you on that. And that just really gives me tons of antioxidants. It's good for my skin, and it feels good. Then as far as body goes, you can make a body butter. Okay, so that's a really good morning, daytime ritual. And I know that kind of sounds like a lot, but honestly, it's a spritz here, a stroke here. It's easy. You just kind of get in a routine, and you can do as much or as little of it as you want. But I encourage you to start with something, and I think that the more that the better it makes you feel, the more you're going to want to layer it in. It's exactly what happened to me. I certainly didn't do all of this immediately. I wouldn't have even known how. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of just giving you the daily practice so you can pick and choose what you think might fit into your lifestyle. So then maybe let's talk about the evening, okay? Just maybe when we're ready to more unwind. And that's when you can use something like, again, this calming blend. Before bed, I could certainly do my diffuser, okay, and run this in the bedroom. I could use something as simple as lavender. This one happens to be a calming blend. It has lavender and some other oils in it as well. Now I can also take this and put it on the bottom of my feet again. And again, that goes into my system very quickly, calms me down. Bottoms of your feet are also a good spot for little children. And it's also good because there's just less likelihood of any kind of sensitivity. Okay, but more than that, I found for myself. Again, sometimes I'm a pretty good sleeper. I'm lucky. I no longer toss and turn a lot. I think because of just so many other lifestyle changes I've made. But so I should say not but I can just do this. I also oftentimes just take a drop. I put it in my hands. I just breathe in a couple times. That just really calms me down, centers me, and I'm usually drifting off to la la land very quickly. And you can also, again, like I said, put something like this in your bath. Also, it's nice to make something like this. Is called an unwind spray. So, maybe I just spritz myself a little bit. I can also just take this and very lovingly spray this in my room, all over my pillows, just anything to just give yourself that very calming, beautiful smell, and it just feels luxurious, right, when you're ready to go to sleep. And that's most of my day. I hope that this was helpful to you, and I'd love to know if you have any questions. Of course, just ahead and reach out to me. And I hope you enjoy the book that you're going to get. And that may elicit some questions, so feel free. And I really just encourage you to give